Your wife was asking about life insurance policies yesterday, my agent called to mention. She told me she was at her mother's. Tom didn't mean anything by it, just mentioned Rachel had stopped by with questions about our coverage. I thanked him and hung up with my hands shaking. Rachel told me yesterday she was helping her mom clean out the attic. She came home exhausted and went straight to bed without eating. I stood in our kitchen replaying the last few months. The distance I couldn't explain. The phone calls she'd take in another room. The way she'd look at me sometimes like she was memorizing my face. I told myself I was imagining things. That 12 years of marriage meant something. That the woman who slow danced with me in our kitchen last Christmas wouldn't be asking about life insurance behind my back. The lies added up once I knew to look for them. Tuesday she said she had yoga, but her car was parked at a coffee shop across town for 3 hours. Thursday she told me she was meeting her sister for lunch. I called her sister that night, and she mentioned she hadn't seen Rachel in weeks. The weight loss I'd attributed to her new diet suddenly looked different, gaunt instead of fit. The fatigue she blamed on work seemed heavier than stress could explain. I found a business card in her purse while she was showering, an estate planning attorney. I put it back exactly where I found it, and sat on our bed feeling like the floor had vanished. My wife was planning something. The insurance questions, the lawyer, the constant lies. Every true crime story I'd ever heard came rushing back. I started sleeping with one eye open. I became someone I didn't recognize. Checked her phone while she slept, but couldn't crack her new passcode. Searched her car for evidence I couldn't name. Called a lawyer myself just to understand my options. He asked if I felt I was in danger. I said I didn't know. He told me to document everything, so I did. Dates, times, lies, cataloged in a hidden app. I couldn't eat or focus. What if I was wrong and destroyed my marriage over paranoia? But what if I didn't act and she destroyed me first? The Wednesday after the insurance call, Rachel said she had a routine doctor's appointment. I kissed her goodbye and then followed her. She drove past our regular doctor's office without slowing, merged onto the highway heading north. 20 minutes later, she pulled into St. Michael's Medical Center parking garage. I waited 10 minutes before following, asked the information desk which floor she might be on, said I was her husband, and we'd gotten separated. The woman checked her screen and said 3rd floor, oncology. I don't remember taking the elevator, just remember seeing her through a window in a treatment room, sitting in a recliner with an IV in her arm. Reading a magazine like this was routine, like she'd been here many times before. She looked up and saw me standing there. The magazine fell, and she started crying before I could open the door. I walked in and knelt beside her chair. She grabbed my face with both hands, the IV tube stretching with the movement. I was going to tell you, she said through tears. I needed a plan first. I needed to know you'd be okay. Stage 3, diagnosed 4 months ago. She'd been doing treatment in secret at a hospital 40 minutes away so no one would see her. The insurance questions were about increasing my payout and structuring finances for a surviving spouse. The attorney was for a will and medical directives she wanted in place before telling me. The weight loss was chemo. The exhaustion was her body fighting. The way she looked at me like she was memorizing my face was exactly that. She thought she was dying and spent 4 months making sure I'd survive it. I didn't want you to be scared, she whispered. I was so scared and I didn't want you to feel that too. I held her while poison dripped into her veins and cried harder than at our wedding. For the wife I'd suspected of trying to kill me while she was busy trying to save me from grief. For the months she carried this alone because she loved me too much to share the weight. Her treatment ended 3 weeks ago. Doctors say her numbers are responding well. We go to every appointment together now. I sit beside her and hold her hand while the IV does its work. She apologized for lying. I apologized for suspecting her. We agreed we're both terrible at protecting each other, but we're going to keep trying. The insurance policy is still updated. The will is still filed. I hate that those documents exist, but I understand why she needed them. She was facing something terrifying, and her first thought was making sure I'd be okay without her. I spent weeks thinking my wife was plotting against me. She spent months plotting to make sure I'd survive losing her. I'll never forgive myself for doubting her. She says there's nothing to forgive.